So I'm sure you've seen on like CNN or something like that, the how they put the stock market up and it has like little arrows up and down. I've made my own economic scale. It's called the doom market. I would think the doom market is much more integral to not only national economy but global economy. For example, economic enslavement is up 10%. How is that so? Well, Papa John's has decided because Obamacare is going to go through no matter what, he's going to fire a bunch of people. The main CEO of Papa John's even said so. Now, think about this for a minute, folks. Papa John's has that 2 million free pizzas. They could just not have the 2 million free pizzas and use that to pay for people's insurance. But even if they did that, it would still not justify what they do in general. There's just so many things wrong with Papa John's in and of itself, and Papa John's is not the big bad evil guy. Papa John's is not solely responsible, but the fact is that that's what big business feels entitled to. And it was Republicans that were so upset about Obamacare. Republicans were like, oh, this is going to kill small businesses. And then the Democrats turned around and compromised on Obamacare to exempt small businesses and certain protocols that would, even give big businesses a hand job basically. And that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough that there are exemptions, that there are loopholes, that there are things to specifically target small businesses out of the equation. No. Papa John's comes out and says, nope, I'm going to fire people. That's just my reaction to that. And then Republicans turn around and in protest, because that's how you protest in America, by shopping, they decide they're going to buy Papa John's pizza in order to prove a point. So, they were worried about small businesses suffering, and yet they are buying Papa John's because Papa John's is basically screwing over actual working people. That's the country you live in, Americans. Violence and propaganda violence is up 2%, propaganda and lies are up 50%. How does that work? Well, I'm sure you've heard about how, was it Pakistan or Afghanistan? It doesn't fucking matter, they're gonna blow them all up anyway. One of those Middle Eastern countries, shot a missile at Israel, and it killed 3 people. Literally, 3 fucking people, that's it. And because of that, now Israel is planning an entire platoon with drone strikes and a shit ton of missiles and things for killing 3 fucking people. And in reality, this is nothing new. This is nothing new with what Israel does. It does it in excess. It, overkills. That's an understatement. But yeah, because Pakistan or Afghanistan or whatever flipped them in the ear, now Israel is going to kill at least 10,000 brown people. So yeah, violence did not go up all that much in and of itself, but the lies and propaganda behind it did. And we're all supposed to sympathize for poor Israel because 3 people died. Fear and tears are down. Fear by 25%, tear by 15%. And that's because I've noticed nobody gives a flying fuck. I mean, think about it. We have a lot of interesting things in the news these days. Israel basically wants to start a war. They're the ones initiating the war. It's no longer just other countries picking up the slack for them. There's talks of secession in the United States, legitimately. It's even on the news and shit. There's all this shit going on. Europe, I don't even need to go there. Europe has all kinds of economic tailspins, and it's just in the shitter right now. There's a lot of things going on, and yet nobody's talking about them. Nobody's afraid. Nobody cares. They've become so jaded because of their economic slavery that I don't think anything just phases them anymore. So, yeah, at the end of the day, despite all the violence, all the bullshit, all the oppression, all the, crap we have to deal with, and how, on top of it all, we can't even get online to say what we want to say because some fucking moderators behind the screen dictating our every move, people just don't really care. People are less concerned now than ever. And you may say that's partially due to the fact that an election just passed and people think things are going to get better, they're optimistic. But what I think it is that they are just used to it. They are used to the pain and the death, and the elite are going to have to mix it up a little. They're going to have to get a little creative if they want people to get excited about their doom and despair. So that's my little doom economy scale for this video. I guess that's it.